What's up everybody, this is Cerebral504 and today we're going to be reviewing the Infinity Zone Japanese set. There was an issue with my audio yesterday. It wasn't recording from the headset, from the microphone as it was supposed to. So hopefully today there's no screw ups. So this set, I think it's 100 cards, is a bit bigger than the Explosive Walker. And I don't think it's going to be worse than that set. That set was a bit underwhelming in my opinion. Explosive Walker. It did have a few significant cards, a few good cards, but I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. This one is supposed to have a sort of a dark type theme, and it has a focus on eternatus, which is sort of the Rayquaza legendary, you could say, from the Sword and Shield games. Maybe that's actually too much of a praise, but it's supposed to be that sort of legendary, final boss legendary, the evil legendary. So we have a few grass Pokemon starting as always. Let's start with those. Got the Paras, doesn't do anything. You got Parasect, not very good artwork. 120 HP, stage 1. And you got Mushroom Tackle, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is not paralyzed. And Solar Beam, unimpressive stuff as usual. Yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of these sort of filler Pokemon because it's just what they are, filler. We got Carnivine here. Basic Pokemon 90 HP. Return, you may draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. And it also does 20 for 1. Now, this kind of attack I kind of dig. It's actually worse than the Plasma Blast Tropius that did a similar thing. I think it did like 10 for 1, and then you drew until you had like 6. Something like that. Maybe it was 20 for 1 too, but it was a really good attack, and it had a really good second attack too, to counter specific Pokemon. It was nice little tech. I did enjoy using it a few times. This one, I mean, return is kind of decent, and what does Giga Drain do? I would imagine you heal, so 40 for 2 and then heal the same amount you dealt. Same amount, same damage done. So I guess if you boost it with a muscle band, let's say, and expand it, it does 60 and you heal 60. But with 90 HP, now this Pokemon won't survive almost any hit. So another card that's just going to be here as a decoration, and that's it. We got Simisage and Pansear. So maybe the other monkeys are going to be in here too. Okay. Kind of nice artwork. It's like it's chilling on this small branch, small tree. Nice. Doesn't do anything special though. And Simisage. This guy does Seed Bomb, 30 for 1, and then Giga Impact is 110 for 3, and you can attack, darn you. Are you bloody serious right now? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's just there's no way I'm going crazy, but this dude doing 110 for 3 would have been bad already. It's mediocre, it's unimpressive, it's nothing special. Doing 120 for 3 wouldn't be anything. Doing 130 for 3 wouldn't be anything when there's basic Pokemon that can just do this, no problem. So this dude does 110 and you can attack during the next turn too. What in the hell? And I don't care, I realize that it's supposed to be triple acceleration energy compatible. And whoa, if you just attach the energy and it's like you can do 110 for 1, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And the damage isn't in that range that you're going to get any significant one-hit knockouts hitting grass weak Pokemon for weakness. This ain't the black and white days where this would have been 220 and then you KO EXs. At 220 with weakness, this doesn't even KO some stage 2 GXs. Nobody's playing them, but to give you an example, Tag Team GXs won't die. The vmax Pokemon won't die. Oh god, it's just whatever. Another filler card. So far every card we've seen, you got 5 cards already, sort of decorations in this set. Okay, we got a Decidueye line here. So I'm guessing you're gonna be disappointing too, but who the fuck knows? Maybe they'll surprise me. So you got Sky Circus. If you played a Bird Keeper during this turn, ignore all energy in this Pokemon's attack cost this turn. Okay, so Bird Keeper, I'm guessing it's going to be a supporter. Actually, I'm not sure. Did we already get this sort of supporter, or more than likely it comes in this set? But I think I've seen it before. Maybe I just seen it on Pokebeach when they sort of reveal some of the Japanese cards as they come out. I don't remember what it does though. So Wind Shards. This attack does 60 damage to one of your benched Pokemon. I'm guessing it means one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. I doubt it's like 60 to one of your dudes. Yeah, it'd be too weird. It's too crazy. For a basic Pokemon, this is kind of a good attack. Triple Acceleration Energy. I'm guessing maybe the Side Eye is going to be doing some stuff like the Empoleon. But let's see. Let's see. I'm smelling some interesting stuff here. You got Dartrix. This guy is just 1 for 40. So, I mean, it just goes to show you. Look, Dartrix does 1 for 40. Fucking Simisage, which is a fully evolved stage 1, did 1 for 30. So, I don't know what the hell are they thinking. It's like they're designing these cards at random. It's like they know the stuff they want to be good, and then the other stuff, let's just randomly do it as long as it's bad. Anyway, so Decide Eye, already a bad start. 140 HP is not good. It isn't good. It's quite underwhelming. This is like HP we would have been seeing in the black and white days. Damn it. And maybe the X and Y days. So you do Forest Camouflage. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponents. I don't know what that S is. I'm guessing maybe there's an error in that translation. I don't know. But it definitely is probably immune to Pokemon V and Pokemon GX. So I guess this is a fully fledged sort of immune barrier counter safeguard Pokemon to V and GX Pokemon. To go with Golisopod. Both of them are grass too, so I guess you can make a deck together with them. But now I see why they gave it this sort of a weaker HP, but I don't think it's an excuse. It should have had like at least 150. At least, man. Since it has that 2 retreat cost too. I mean, if it had like free retreat with 140 HP, I would have been fine. But if you're going to have 2, you better have 160 HP. That's all I'm saying. But, okay, so the ability is definitely good for as long as V Pokemon and GX Pokemon are going to be relevant. It's a good ability, of course, counter ability. We've seen this before. And then it's one and only attack, Split Arrow. Does 90 for 2 and does 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So that's essentially 130 total. It's like 2 to 2 different bench Pokemon. It's not very good damage, but I guess it's passable considering you're going to be immune to V Pokemon and such. So I still think they could have done a lot of things better with this card, but I mean, as long as you're able to be immune against V Pokemon and GX Pokemon, that's all you're going to really care. You know, as always, there's a lot of ways to go through these abilities. I mean, they haven't been as good as they used to be. Like, even Pokemon like Alolan Ninetales and Hoopa. I mean, they were good cards, don't get me wrong, but don't think you're just going to be playing this and wreck all the matches. But, I mean, I do see it seeing some play, since it's a counter Pokemon. You got to keep in mind, though, it's a stage 2 as well. It's not a stage 1, so it's going to be slower to get out. By the time you get him out, your opponent might have taken a few prizes, if you're that unlucky. And just in general, I mean, by being a stage 2, it means it won't be easily splashed as attack in decks. Like, let's say you're running a different grass deck, and if this guy was a stage 1, you'd run like a 1-1 or 2-2 tech line. You won't be able to do it so easily with Decide Eye. But that's the guy. Oh fuck, Blaziken. Oh yeah, I know this Blaziken. I know that I've seen it on Pokebeach. And I know that it sucks. It's not going to be impressive. But let's look at Houndoom V. Houndoom V. With 210 HP, 1 retreat, very good stats. You got Searing Flame, 20 for 1, and your opponent's active Pokemon is burned. So this is kind of good. I mean, it is good, yeah. It's how it should be, as opposed to being 30 for 2 with burn. That's shittier. It's a decent early attack that can start putting pressure. And then Settled Flame, you do 100 for 3, and if any of your benched fire Pokemon have any damage counters on them, this attack does 100 more damage. So, this is a strong attack, because you're going to do 200 for 3, no discarding cost and other conditions, as long as one of your fire guys is hurt on the bench. Now, this won't be that difficult to pull off. There's many methods that you can do this and get this sort of effect. So this might be a decent little Pokemon. I mean, I always sort of like conventional damage and just more controllable damage. Like, let's say this dude did 200 and then you discarded 2 energies. I prefer that, but I guess they need to keep things a bit interesting too, a bit different, instead of the same old stuff, even though they do the same old stuff. But yeah, Houndoom V, not bad, not bad. It doesn't seem like there's going to be any VMAX for this guy. So, just plain V Pokemon. Okay, we got this Torchic here, looking very, very cute. This is like, I'm pretty sure this is like clay art, but I could be wrong. You do Call for Family, just search only one basic Pokemon. You know, it's funny, like, if this dude grabbed 2 or 3, it still wouldn't be that great, because Pokemon like Dunsparce and other Pokemon didn't see any play. So just getting 1, I mean, I don't get it. Yeah, way to go, designers. Okay, we got Combusken, Smash Kick, and then Heat Beak. 40 for 3 with Burn. Okay, it's whatever. And then Blaziken. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I remember. It's the double type thing. So this guy's ability is Fire and Fighting. And it's got 170 HP, 2 retreat, so decent, I guess. And its Turbo Drive attack is just a 130 for 3, and then you attach a basic energy from your Disco Power to one of your bench Pokemon. So, first things first. When you're looking at an ability like Dual Type, which a few other Pokemon got, like I think a Gallade had this too, I get annoyed because this is like almost a waste of an ability, because once upon a time in the EX era, there were Pokemon that were Dual Type, and it wasn't an ability, it wasn't any sort of effect, they were just Dual Type. So when I just see this, it's just such a big evidence to me that the game has progressed so much in a simplified way. It got simplified so bad, and it's just worse than before. I mean, an ability that makes it Dual Type. Wait, what the hell? It could have been Dual Type in the first place. Like what they were trying to do with the Steam Siege, it was one of the good things they tried to do in that set. And you know, the Pokemon weren't that good that they tried to do the Dual Type thing, but it was something. But then they dropped it immediately, and they do this sort of effect with abilities now and stuff. So I don't want you to misunderstand me. This can't be useful, because if you're Fire and Fighting type, it means that you take advantage of more cards basically for both attributes, and you hit more Pokemon for weakness. So this is a very good thing. But I would just rather this guy be Dual Type without the freaking ability. I mean, is that too much to ask? And just one attack, it's underwhelming. I mean, why couldn't it have had 2? But they just don't do this. I mean, if it has an ability, it's not going to have 2 attacks. That's the shit they do. And it's not very good. 130 for 3 is weak these days. You're going to grab an energy from the discard pile, but it's weak. It's just weak. I don't know what else to say about it. Even if you put like the twin energy on, it's not going to do a lot of damage. At least if it was fucking 150, man. Maybe we could have been doing something, and I would have just said fuck it and used it. But like this, it's not good enough. I mean, even if you hit for weakness, what the hell are you gonna kill? It's hard. But anyway, maybe I'll use it if I get it, and it might be decent. The art isn't that great either. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so Blaziken, they did include him. I like Blaziken, of course. But I was hoping for better. I always hope for better when they print my favorite Pokemon, but they always disappoint me, the fuckers. So we got Pansear, so it looks like the other monkeys are going to be in here too. It does the same thing, but for different energies. And you got Simsear. So this guy does the same shit as the Simisage, but it's just a fire type. So I know that these are supposed to be like the twin monkeys, so it's whatever if they do the same shit with a different attribute. But I just feel like it's a real cop-out on the Pokemon Company's part. So yeah, you just spent 2 seconds designing this card. You're just showing me. Anyway, you got Galarian Darmanitan here. So yeah, this guy's supposed to be like ice and fire in the games, I think. So it does Headbutt, 1 for 40, alright, and then Frozen Heat. You may discard all water energy attached to this Pokemon. If you do, this attack does 60 more damage. So I like what they did here. One of my other complaints is that they quit doing like printing Pokemon with certain types and using a variety of energies depending on their types in the games. So this guy is fire, but he uses water energy, so that's kind of cool. It gives sort of a variety when it comes to coverage and decks. But the attack is kind of weak. You have to discard all water energy attached to this Pokemon, and it's just going to do 60 more. So if you discard 2, it just does 170 for 3 with a double discard. That's not impressive. What it should have been is you discard, let's say, depending on how many water energies you discard, you do 50 more damage, some shit like that. Because maybe 60 might be a bit too much, but not really. So something like that, and it would have been a cool Pokemon to use. You could have used this with the Frost Moth, and you get some nice water and fire coverage together. That's some cool shit. That would have been fly. Like this, though, it's never going to do enough damage. And it saddens me. Unless there's some sort of error in the translation, but I don't think so. They know what they're doing when they print these cards. Okay, we got the legendary Suicune. I feel like I haven't seen this dude for a while, but we did have that Suicune GX in Lost Thunder. Didn't do jack, unfortunately. So it does 1 for 20, has 120 HP, and then Aurora Loop, 130 for 3, and then you return to water energies from this Pokemon to your hand. So nothing that spectacular, but this is a good card, I feel like. It's simple, it's got good retreat, it's not too big. HP is solid. I mean, these days you can argue if 120 and 130 is enough, but it's as good as it's going to get. I mean, it's not like they're going to be printing these guys with 150 HP and shit, in most cases. And that 130 for 3 is good, sort of conventional high damage for a basic legendary Pokemon like this. You give it a little bit of a boost and you hit for weakness, it'll get the job done as a single prize attacker. So that's good. And I like the fact that you return the energies in hand. That's always nice when you have this bonus, as opposed to discarding the cards. So sweet. It's actually pretty sweet. I see myself using this in the Lapras Frostmoth deck. Especially once we lose Volcanion. That's gonna suck. Right, we got my man Relicanth. And it's got Fossil Search. It usually, not usually, but a lot of the times it has this sort of a fossil attack support. You search your deck for up to 2 rare fossils and put them excuse me, onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. That's actually quite good. I think that's good. Maybe it's better than searching them. It definitely is better than searching stuff in your hand, and then it never ends up being good. So this way you can try and get out some fossil Pokemon quickly. They're probably going to give us some fossil in this set, if this guy is here. We'll see. And then 2 for 40. 90 HP is kind of weak. I wish it had like 100 or 110, since this guy is pretty defensive in the games too. But it is what it is. Then we got Panpour and Simpor. So these guys are going to be pretty much the same as the other monkey brothers. Yeah, probably shouldn't have even wasted time. And this dude is Sitting on the rock there chilling. Like he's trying to fucking... like he's chilling in the sun or something. Doing a tan. Anyway. And we got Galarian Darumaka. Yeah. To go with the Darmanitan, the fire one. Okay. And then we got Vanillite, Vanillish, and Vanillux. It's nice to see these guys. I'm hoping they're good, but I don't think they will be. So we got some nice, cool background art here. You got these sort of trees, and I forgot what those are called in English, but they're basically the Christmas trees, the real ones. You got this sort of snow going on in the background, and it's like there's a sunset, and this dude is sort of surprised, looking at some shit. Really cool. And then we got Vanillish, Freezing Headbutt, okay, with Paralysis Chance, and then Vanillux. Looking pretty cool as well, my boy. It does freezing cold once during your turn. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. That's all it does, and Frost Smash is just 90 for 2. So, the fact that you can do this every turn could be a bit strong. It's a coin flip at the end of the day, but you know, powers, or in this case abilities like this, can get busted if we learned anything from the Raichu from Burning Shadows, which I knew that card was going to be good when I reviewed it in Burning Shadows. It was one of the cards that I knew it was going to be busted. This isn't necessarily like Raichu. It's a coin flip. You got to be active. It's not guaranteed. But you can do this every turn, and there's room for exploitation. Maybe some people are going to try and make use of this and create paralysis locks. I'm not sure of all the coin cards we have that give you options to flip again and stuff. We shall see. Its attack isn't too great, 150 HP. It just barely like gets a pass, and it should have had 160, but whatever. It's not my type of Pokemon. Vanillux is actually one of my favorite Ice type, and one of my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon, believe it or not. I'm not gonna get into the shit. People like to fucking say it's an ice cream, even though it's not. But it's not my type of Pokemon. Like, I want to be doing high damage or be doing cool shit with stage 2s, not this sort of status stuff. Anyway, we got Mariani and Toxapex. Man, this art is so fucked up. It just barely looks like it's Mariani. Crayon shit, I don't know. So, doesn't do much. And Toxapex, you got Diligence. Discard 1 energy from this Pokemon, then remove all damage from this Pokemon. Yeah, it looks good on paper, but it's not like 130 HP is that high. But, I mean, I guess maybe it's fair if it had like 150 HP, which it wouldn't, it's stage 1. And then you could do this, maybe it would have been a bit busted. And then Poison Whip, just 80 for 3, and then Poison. What the fuck? Like, just barely better than some Gen 5 shitty Pokemon, anyway. Alright, we got the first VMAX here. It's the Dreadnought and Dreadnought VMAX. I guess some of the Sword and Shield mascot Pokemon you can get from the beginning, I think. So this dude does Solid Shell. It's going to take 30 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance. So with 210 HP, this guy is kind of a tank. And Power Raid during your opponent's next turn, defending Pokemon can retreat. Kind of a boring ass attack, but the retreat prevention is useful. And it's just a stepping stone to get into the VMAX, so it's alright, it's going to do the job. It's certainly better than other regular V Pokemon. So this dude also has Solid Shell. It's going to take 30 less damage from attacks, 320 HP, and Gmax Stone Surge. You flip a coin, if heads, this attack does 80 more damage on top of the 160. So If you get heads, it's 240 for 3. It's not bad for no other costs, but you do gotta get the heads on the coin flip. So if people are gonna use this, they're probably gonna use it with the Stadium that was in the previous set, the Explosive Walker. Some other cards like Victini. I don't think we have. Victini was in Guardians Rising. The guy that let you flip again for coin flip attacks. I'm not sure where all of this support is for coin flip stuff, but this is what you're gonna try and do, and just do damage and try to tank. I mean, Milotic is also a water Pokemon. Milotic can heal this guy. You can tank with this guy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's 320 plus the minus 30 with his ability. It's like it has it's like it starts with 350 HP. So it's gonna be hell to KO this guy if you're not using lightning Pokemon. But speaking of lightning Pokemon, they're popular, so they can check this guy. So I'm not sure if it's gonna be too good. But it's something. It's the first major good card, you could say, that I've seen so far. And I guess Decided I too. Don't even remember if there's anybody better. So, solid Pokemon. Okay. We got Dracovish. Oh yeah, of course. These are the fossil Pokemon. So, let me just tell you guys. The fossil Pokemon in Sword and Shield are the shittiest fossil Pokemon out of every gen by a long shot. Like, seriously. I was so unimpressed. It's just, they're not cool at all. They're just too wacky. It's just when you make something too wacky, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This is the case where it just doesn't work for me. So, yeah, and Relicanth, I doubt he would even want to work with them, being the cool guy that he is. So, Primal Law, as long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent can't play Pokemon from their hand to evolve any of their Pokemon. So, it's a good ability, at least. Reminds me of the damn Aggron EX from EX era, Crystal Guardians. You guys don't even know the card, probably. And a few other cards we had like this, with this sort of effect. You know what? It's almost kind of a shame they made it in the active spot, because if they made it to work from the bench, finally the damn Archie was going to get banned, because it was going to be the same situation with Maxie. Even though Archie should have been banned long before something like this would come out. But because they made it work in the active position, Archie's probably still going to stay. But this dude, I don't think it has like a stage, this is like a stage 2 or stage 1, I'm not sure. My guess it's a stage 2, because it has 150 HP, but you don't know, you never know. If it's a stage 1, it could be good. 120, it's weak, but whatever. That's the dude. Ability can be good, that's it. You got the Actovish. This one maybe not so bad, but it also sucks hardcore in my eyes. It's got a hard face. This Pokemon receives 60 less damage from attacks during your opponent's next turn. And it does 90, so that's 150 total, whatever. And then Cold Breath, 130, and Sleep, but it needs 4 energy to work. So seriously, why the fuck would anybody want to use this? Like, how does the Pokemon Company give us incentive and say, hey, you know what? Okay, let's design this card. I bet you motherfuckers are going to want to use this. No way. Well, at least it's a shit Pokemon with some shit effects and stuff. So, I don't care about you. Got Electrike and Manectric. And another Tapu Koko, and they just keep printing them. What the hell? Like, dude, what the hell? Discardal Energy and Manectric. Strafe. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. And then Flash Impact. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Okay, so it's like the Flash Impact from Luxray Level X, but you don't hurt yourself, you hurt your opponent, unless there's an error here. Kinda seems too good to be honest, because if it does 150 for 3, this guy's a stage 1, you probably hurt your own self, not the opponent, but who knows? If you just hurt your opponent, then great. This is actually a good card. 180 total for 3, stage 1. We'll see when the English card comes out. Anyway, simple card. Tapu Koko. It's got Free Retreat, which is good. I've been meaning to see more Free Retreat basic Pokemon. Oh, Allure, you say. Draw 2 cards, and it's got Lightning Bolt too, 110 for 3. So pretty nice. The angle for this card's artwork is not great. I don't like when they do, you know, crazy ambitious shit like this with the artwork, and it doesn't work. But card-wise, I mean, it's good. It's got 110 HP, but it's got damn Free Retreat, and that's always useful to have around. Allure is a good opening attack, so this can pretty much be a great Free Retreating Pokemon you use in your deck if you don't know what else to put in, and you need more basic Pokemon to avoid too many mulligans and stuff. So you put this Free Retreating dude. It's got his Allure to help you draw cards too. All around useful. In Lightning decks, you can also do 110. Might come up. So, nothing really bad to say about this card. It's actually quite good. I'm really glad. I mean, if I used Furamasa for as long as it was around, and it didn't even have a great attack, besides, I guess, the 20 for 1, which wasn't that great, but I guess you could use it. This, letting you draw 2 cards, I know it's guaranteed I'm going to use this card. It's just good. There's competition with a lot of support Pokemon these days now, but it's good to know this card exists. Nice. You got Draco Zolt. I think, yeah, this is also one of the fossils that's also pretty shit. Yeah, seriously. It's got 160 HP, you got Rising Charge. You know what? At the very least, I think these guys will act as stage 1s. Because I'm pretty sure I don't remember them having like pre-evolutions and shit. It was just those 3. And they all evolved from the same little icon here, so this must be like the rare fossil. Which means they're stage 1s, so at least they're good on the HP part. 150 and 160 for stage 1s. Okay, so they're making fossils kind of good, I guess. Making some attempts. But they're the ones that I don't like, so just my luck as always. So this guy does Rise and Charge. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Rise and Charge does 90 more damage. So it's going to be 110 for 1. Or it starts at 30, whatever. And then Giga Impact 200, and this Pokemon can attack. So this is kind of high energy, but it works with any energy. And it does 200. It is going to get the job done with the weakness. It is compatible with triple acceleration and twin. So you know fucking what? This might actually be a good card. Yeah. I just can't really say anything bad about it. Besides being a fossil. But we'll see if fossils this time can be good. HP is good. First attack isn't too bad. Second attack is very, very useful. I mean, retreat is big as fuck, but it's understandable. It's a good Pokemon, though. It's a good Pokemon, card-wise. Alright. Let's move on. You got Jiggly. Oh, wait a minute. You got this guy, too. What the fuck is this guy? Is this guy like a fossil, too? I think he is. So, this guy has 130 HP, 70 for 2 attack. So, do you have like a good ability for being shit on the other angles? So as long as this Pokemon is in play, whenever your opponent attaches an energy from their hand, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Okay. So this is a good ability, and it works from the bench too. So this might actually really screw over Frostmoth decks and other energy acceleration decks. It's like the ability of Gengar from, I think it was Crimson Invasion. Yeah, that saw no play because it was a stage 2 more than likely. But this dude, yeah, it's a stage 1 probably, unless I'm missing something. And I mean, it's a strong effect. Like, even if for manual attachments put 2 damage counters every turn, it could go a long way. So, good card. Another good support card. Spread decks, certain decks that like to utilize tactics like these, they're probably going to like this card. Alright. Now we go into the Jigglypuff and Wigglypuff. These guys also look weird as fuck as psychic Pokemon. Clefairy maybe not so much. Clefairy and Clefable, but Jigglypuff, it's so weird seeing this as a psychic card. Anyway. So what do? Sleep Pulse, sleep when 30, and then 90 for coin flips. You could do 180 for 3, or 90 for 3. Okay. So coin flip shit. Works with any energy. For the coin flip decks. Okay. Gothita and Gothita, another one of my favorite black and white Pokemon. So Fortune Eye, look at the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck and stack them. Don't like to see these sort of effects, but maybe to be expected on you. Gothita, this one is my favorite out of the 3. Whiny voice. What? Actually, the reason why I really like Gothita is because I really like its cry in the games. One of the main reasons, so... What's up with this whiny voice shit? Its voice ain't whiny at all, motherfucker. So you choose a random card in your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals that card, shuffles it into the deck. Hand disruption. And double spin. Flip 2 coins. Okay, it's whatever. So, you guys give me 2 seconds to take a sip of water. Talking shit like this for 2 hours ain't easy. Almost like a live stream. Anyway. Okay, Gothita. What you got for me? Okay, so bad start already. 140 HP. Fuck. 2 retreat, fighting resistance. Typical stuff. You got Psycho Trip. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. 40 for 1. Okay, and then the story. Choose 2 random cards from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals them and then shuffles them into the deck. Damn. Now, the damage isn't great, but if there's anything I learned from the fucking Dusknoir Trevenant GX, is that this effect is pretty freaking busted. So, you know what? My only complaint is that it doesn't have high enough HP. If it had like 160, I could definitely see myself using this and just, I guess, going for hand disruption, a stage 2 hand disruption strategy. But because it has 140 HP, I'm not feeling it 100%. Anyway, I hate tactics like these anyway. Like, they should have never made that Dusknoir Trevenant as busted as they did. It's too good to shuffle 2 cards. You got Gullet and Gollark. Psychic dude. As well. 150 HP stage 1 is good. And it looks like it's got some... Well, 1 decent attack. But then again, it needs 5 freaking energies. So... For 5 freaking energies, you can do 180. No conditions, no costs, no drawbacks. It's just super large. The way it's fucking designed though, you can't attach like a twin and then a triple acceleration and just go for it. you gotta attach a psychic, you gotta attach another energy, and then you gotta attach the triple acceleration energy. So it's probably gonna be too slow. And it's like it's holding a stone to throw at us. Alright. Mimikyu. Oh yeah, I really like this artwork. Did you guys know, by the way? I don't think anybody knows this, so maybe this, like, I'm the first guy to notice this. So pay attention. You might be hearing this first. The sort of a description for Mimikyu, like the whole shit with nobody knows what its real self looks like under the sort of a little towel, Pikachu towel thing. I think Pokemon just took this from Bakemon from Digimon because it has like a sort of similar description if you watch the anime when Bakemon first appears. It's the sort of thing where nobody knows what it really looks like. And when I heard that, when I rewatched Digimon, I thought to myself, wow, that's almost the same as I remember Mimikyu having some shit like that. So yeah, I thought that's pretty cool. So we got Heal Zeal. Wait, it's Heal Stop, yeah, not Zeal. Your opponent's bench Pokemon can't be healed. Some busted shit, man. Some busted shit. So this is gonna single-handedly screw up healing strategies majorly. So I think the existence of this card really dissuades healing strategies because it's too easy to pull off. It just covers an absolute ground. It doesn't say on basic Pokemon, on stage Pokemon. If they, like, I don't know, like the other Mimikyu that says, you know, the abilities need to be negated, they need to have damage on its own. Any sort of condition, it just works as soon as you put it down. So, you know what? I think we can just say goodbye to healing strategies forever. Because anybody using this, yeah, I feel sorry for the expanded format even more now, anyway. And Claw Slash, it's its only attack. I like the artwork though, it's a cool background. Mimikyu's a cool Pokemon. Yep. You got the Galarian Cursor V. Looks pretty scary, man. Looks pretty fucked up. Imagine this being like a huge, big Pokemon. Like, it's not huge, but it gives you the impression that it has a huge size from the artwork here. That's pretty fucked up. So, Eroding Aura. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, wherever your opponent attaches an energy from their hand, the opponent put 3 damage counters on that Pokemon. So, similar to the Fossil, but you put more damage. You put 3 as opposed to 2, and you gotta be active. But you're Pokemon V2. So, strong ass ability for sure. And then Hollow Missile, you do 60 for 2, and then put 3 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon any way you like. So, decent attack too, decent attack, considering the ability is really busted. When you have a busted ability like this, you just want a sort of at least bare bones attack just to get by, and you're good to go. So because this Corsola has that, I feel like it's going to be a good Pokemon. 190 HP is a bit weak, but it is what it is. It pairs up well with all the other psychic Pokemon that put damage counters through effects though. So yeah, you can use this in your deck. Oh god, oh god. Got this Yarn Trapinch. I swear to god, this looks like, it really just looks like they ripped this out of Yoshi's Yarn Island. That game. Land Pulse. 30th City Stadium. You got Vibrava. That's 20. Each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Okay, just one, not all of them. Then Flygon. Okay, so this guy does have 150 HP, but at least it has 1 retreat. You got Sand Maze. While this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent's active Pokemon can retreat. Oh, fuck. So Snorlax, the Team Plasma Snorlax had this shit and was very strong. This being a stage 2 is more balanced for sure. And Desert Geyser, if your opponent has a stadium in play, discard it. If you do, this Pokemon ignores all effects and damage from attacks during your opponent's next turn. Okay, so your opponent needs to have the stadium. But yeah, this is kind of a throwback to the Rise and Rivals good Flygon from way back when. You know, it's almost ridiculous. This attack is barely any better than that Flygon's attack. And that Flygon is freaking 11 years older than this Flygon. So, think about that shit. Like, this attack should have been fucking 170. 170 for 3. And I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That's what it should have done. But no, it's just 130. So, in my opinion, if people are going to use this Pokemon, they're going to use it for Sand Maze and then maybe make some Troll Stall combos like some of those Snorlax decks and expand it. I don't even want to be shouting them out, but gotta do it to explain the card. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't end up like that because it's a stage 2, but you never know. Trolls always find a way. Okay, Hippopotas. Looks pretty pissed off here. Looks too clean for a Hippopotas, but anyway. Doesn't do anything. And then Hippowdon. G. It's got high HP for a stage 1, which is good. 150 for 4-land Crush. It's okay, I guess. It could have been worse from what I've seen. I've seen worse Pokemon that has the same energy cost, so I guess yay. Still shouldn't have been stronger, but whatever. Then Triple Smash. Coin Flip. It's gonna do 80 damage for each heads. So if you get 2 heads, it's actually stronger than Land Crush. So maybe try your luck in the Coin Flip decks. Yeah, it's one of the better candidates. Rhyperior V. Okay, now that's pretty cool. I can't even remember when was the last special Rhyperior card. It literally was Rhyperior level X, so that's pretty cool. Finally, just giving us some different special Pokemon. I'm really digging this. I hope he's good, but let's see. So 230 HP. Good start, HP wise. That's good. Drill Run. Your opponent discards an energy attached to their active Pokemon. 80 for 3. It's not great, but actually wait. It's an auto discard energy. It's not from the deck. It's energy. Okay, so yeah, kind of good. Okay, first attack. We're doing some shit. All right. And then Heavy Rock Cannon. It's 210. This Pokemon can't use this attack. Heavy Rock Cannon next turn. And it costs 4 energies. So you know what? It's not gonna break any records for busted cards, but it's just good enough that I really like it. It does reasonable damage. We actually do have ways to power up fighting Pokemon now with the cold dude. I don't remember his fucking name, but that's stage 2 that grabs fire and fighting energies. So that's cool. You can use that shit. You can use Groudon too, which is a really sweet combination. Groudon Rhyperior. I'm probably going to try it out. It's just a regular V Pokemon. Don't need any VMAXs, don't need any extra shit. So I'm digging it. I'm not going to lie, I'm digging it. So they actually printed a card that I like from the set that I really like. What do you know about that? So very, very nice. I actually like this. This probably is my favorite card so far from this set, easily. Yep. I mean, Diancie is going to rotate out, but We might be able to get that little bonus for a little bit. Do 230. That's cool. And expanded, you can use strong energies. It's really cool. I really like it. That's what's up. Simeon. Call for family. And then Rock Hurl. Bullshit. Okay. And then the Spinnerack. My god, this looks even weirder than probably Jigglypuff. Dark Spinnerack. Dark type Spinnerack. And Ariados. Man. Man, oh man. This looks weird. Like, when it's not a Team Rockets, dude, and it's dark, it looks weird. Anyway. So, Spider next. Not Spider Net. Spider next. Maybe this is a mistake. When you play this card from your hand to evolve, you may switch your opponent's active Pokemon, one of bench Pokemon. Oh, shit! So, this is Bright Luck, Lycan Rock GX shit. But it's got shit attack. Well, I guess it doesn't inflict poison, but 30 for 2 is shit. HP just barely gets a pass. Maybe people are gonna use this, but we've got fucking boss's orders now too, so I don't know. And what the fuck? I see Crobat here. I see my boy Crobat. Fuck me, getting a V. That rhymed. So Crobat is one of my favorite poison. What am I saying? It is my favorite poison type Pokemon. It has been for a long time. The whole line too, Zubat and Golbat line. And I used to like Zubat and Golbat very much even before Crobat came out. So that's cool. It's 180 HP is a bit dangerous. It's got 1 retreat. Should have been free if you ask me, if you're going to have 180 HP. But what do? Night Asset, not Night Assist. When you play this card from your hand, you may draw cards and you have 6. Motherfucker. They just remade Shaymin EX. Those motherfuckers. They made this. They gave this effect on Crobat. Man, are you kidding me right now? Okay. In a way, I'm glad because it's Crobat, and like I always say, you want your favorite Pokemon to have good cards. On the flip side, though, this is gonna fuck up the standard game now. It's gonna speed up the standard game. And I'm not a fan of that at all. Second, the fuck of all, I thought they learned their lesson when they printed the den and they made it once per turn. But they didn't make this once per turn. It works like Shaymin fucking EX. Curse them. Why don't... I mean... It's some shit, man. But you know what? This is easily going to be the strongest card in this set, the most sought after card, the most expensive card, the next to Danny GX. Everybody's going to want this. It's going to be $50, $80, whatever. You guys be prepared if you're playing competitively. And it's got Poison Fang. 70 for 2 with Poison. That's not bad, actually. It's a dark Pokemon, which is not so weird for Crobat. Because it always felt like a darkness Pokemon to me in many ways, but it's very strong, it's cool, but it saddens me that they printed this like this. It should have been once per turn. Why the fuck didn't you do... You know what? Making it once per turn balances out the card, since this is a very busted effect. It's proven by now, by a long shot. You do it like this, you balance it out for one, and then you help out everybody else too. Because they might be thinking, you know what, it's not necessarily necessary to run this card in 3s and 4s. I get 1 or 2 and I get by because it's once per turn. But fucking no, they just fucked it up. I hope to God there's an error here, but I don't think so. And I'm very disappointed, to be honest. Pokemon Company, the Pokemon game, man, it's already basically a Yu-Gi-Oh! Clusterfuck, the expanded format. I was going to make a video about that, and it's only going to get worse in the standard format now, too. Anyway, I wasted enough time here. Galarian Zigzagoon, get another one. This one just does Pin Missile. Lanoon. This dude does Double Edge, but you can do too much hurt damage. Obstagoon. I think it has more HP than the other one. The other one I think it had 160. Bad Ruler. Once during your turn, you may have your opponent discard cards from their hand until they have 4 cards remaining. Okay. Kind of busted, but at least it's a stage 2. And this Pokemon can attack on your next turn for 180 for 3. Good attack. Works with any energy. You can use triple acceleration, and you hit Dark Weak stuff, it's enough to get 1 in knockouts. So a good stage 2, even though it's probably going to be a support dude for troll strategies, is not really going to be an attacker in his deck. Unless you have ways to switch all day long, maybe. Got Scraggy. There's 2 of them here. Wacky artwork. You got Scrafty. Can't retreat with corner, and then Bad Brawl. If you played Pierre's from your hand during this turn, this attack does 90 more damage, 180 for 3. So I think Pierre's might be another supporter. We'll see. You got Inkay. Aim Behind. Your opponent's active Pokemon is confused. 70 for 2. Okay, not bad. And Malamar. Random Peck. You flip the coins. This attack does 40 more damage for each heads. And then your opponent's active Pokemon is confused with the first attack. Not good, anyway. Hoopa. Assault Guard. This attack can only be used if this Pokemon switched from the bench to the active spot. The attack is not affected by weakness. Okay, so this is like Zapdos 2.0, but stronger. Higher HP. I'm pretty sure that Zapdos had 110. This guy has 120. I think they have the same retreat, but I could be wrong. And 90 damage is hella worse than what Zapdos did. Fuck. God damn it. I betcha people are gonna try this again. I betcha. So, if Zapdos was good, this guy is a copy-paste Dark Dude. It's gonna be good too, maybe. Format has kind of changed, but this guy also does more damage, so as long as we have Jirachi around. What do you do? Tail Whip. Retreat and shit, and then Thievel. Just 100 HP, man. Okay. Nasty Plot. Search your deck for any 2 cards. Put them into your hand. Good. And then Razor Fang. 70 for 2. Nice first attack, but stage 1. Probably going to be too slow. Maybe people will use it. I say this all the time, but it's because they print the same shit, so I say the same shit. They print the same shit, I say the same shit. Okay, and there he is. This sort of mascot from the set. I guess this is like the boss. Eternatus V. So, in my opinion, this is a very cool looking Pokemon. Got 220 HP, so it's good in that regard. You got Power Excel. You may attach a darkness energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Very, very good. So it's Oblivion Wing from Eviltal. But this guy's a bigger dude. And Dynamax Cannon, if your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon VMAX, you do 240 against them. That's very good as well. Against non-VMAX Pokemon, 120 is shit. But I'm guessing this guy Dynamax evolves too, right? So 340. Okay, it looks like this guy's gonna be doing some busted shit from what I see here. So strong HP and Infinity Zone. This ability only works if all of your Pokemon in play are Dark type. So promoting boring shit. Okay, anyway. You may have up to 8 Darkness Pokemon on your bench at once. If this ability stops working, discard the Pokemon and all cards at... Wait. Discard the Pokemon and all cards attached to your bench until you have 5 Pokemon on your bench. So this is like an ability Skyfield for Darkness. And this is busted, as we learned. If it gets negated, like if Skyfield gets removed, you gotta discard guys until you have 5, okay? And then Dread End. This attack does 30 damage for each Darkness Pokemon you have in play. Why am I not surprised? It's 30 times, not 30 plus. So, just obviously its ability works with this one and only attack. If you have 8... Wait, for each Darkness Pokemon you have in play. You may have up to 8 Pokemon. Okay, so with this guy's ability, you basically have the chance to have 9 Darkness Pokemon on the field, since this guy's Dark too. So 9 times 3 is 270. So for, yeah, it's Rayquaza, Mega Rayquaza 2.0 is what it is. And it's gonna be worse than that, dude. Because you don't even need a stadium. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, it's fairly obvious. This Pokemon is busted, is fast. They made Crobat have that fucking ability on purpose, so obviously they work together. They run out of ideas at this point. They're running out of ideas. This is essentially the Rayquaza, the Roaring Skies Rayquaza deck. With Shaman EX and Rayquaza basically. And this is just the Darkness V version of that. 5 years later. That's basically it. It's gonna be cool. A lot of people are gonna like it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not digging it, but I'm just saying that there has to have been another way. It shouldn't have been like this. Anyway, this is how they decided to design the cards. And it pisses me off, especially now that they didn't make Crobat balanced. Anyway, so with just 2 energies in Expanded, you've got Dark Patch, you got all the other amazing speed options. This deck already becomes freaking busted. It makes, I mean, Rayquaza is already obsolete by now. It's sad, but it's just the nature of the game. And in Standard, I mean, there's ways to regulate energies. We still got Weavile GX you can use. We've still got a bunch of Pokemon. Maybe that guy's going to be too slow for this dude. But you have an abundance of options. And this guy is also very good. With Power XL, it helps himself get powered up. You really can't go wrong with this shit. I guess the only good thing is that he has the typical weakness to fighting, so if I use Rhyperior, I can kill him. But by the time Rhyperior gets ready, this guy's going to be kicking everybody's ass. Anyway, this artwork is kind of weird, so I can't tell where the fuck is his face. Anyway. Okay, we got Scissor V. We got Tear Off. Discard all Pokemon tools and special energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. You can do 30. This covers a lot of ground. Discard special energies and tools. And then Slash Claw, 140 for 3. Not bad. But you don't get any... Oh no, wait, actually, he does get like a VMAX. Cool. You got Hard Scissor. You got your name again. Hard Scissor. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. Anyway, during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. Okay, 90 for 2. Good tanking. And then Max Steel Pike. 190 for 3. No drawbacks. And it's actually a VMAX Pokemon with 2 attacks. Usually they just have 1. Am I right? Yeah. But we have ones that have 2 actually, like the starters, I think. Anyway. So another Pokemon to join the tank, other metal tank guy family. Anyway, got Skarmory. For once they made it weak to lightning, it seems. And then Metal Arms. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached, it does 40 more damage. That's good. It's actually stronger than Regirock. So 50 for 1, and then Cutting Wind 80 for 3. Okay. And you got the Clang family, one of my least favorite Pokemon, because Clang should have not have existed. If Clan did not exist, I would have been perfectly okay with this Pokemon. So call for backup, search your deck for one Pokemon, reveal it, one metal Pokemon, put it into your hand. Clang, call for backup, looks like it does the same shit. And then Clang. Beam and Clockwork, like Castlevania. If you don't have a Cling and Clang on your bench, this deck is nothing. So you gotta have them out, both of them. So good luck with that shit. But if you do, it does 200 for 3. That's pretty high, okay. You got the Elephant Cobra and its first form, Kufant. Little innocent elephant. And then Cobra. Oh my god. It's like my chest is telling me to shut the fuck up. Immune Skin. This Pokemon can't be affected by special conditions. And Revenge Stamp. If any of your bench Pokemon have damage counters on this deck, there's 120 damage. So if you guys are hurt, this 240, okay. And it's nice that it can't be affected by special condition. High HP for a stage 2, typical for metal Pokemon. Decent Pokemon, but probably not gonna do too much. You know what? We got Metal Saucer, so I guess if you figure out how to hurt your dudes, power this guy up, do some tanking shit so he takes a hit. Doing 240 is actually quite high. So nice. KO some shit. So this might be a decent stage 2, but I feel like what was the other dude that was better? Maybe not in this set, but other Pokemon like Grimmsnarl, I think they're still better. Okay, we got Kangaskhan. 100 for 3, okay, that's decent. It works with energy. Rally Back. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out. Revenge is what it is, at 120. It's a colorless Pokemon though, so it might be nice if you want to use a generic basic tech like this. You got Dunsparce. I think this is concept.work. So one last dig. When this Pokemon is knocked out by damage, discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, and then Ram just does 20. Thank God it doesn't like discard cards from the deck with its attack. Thank God for that shit. But when it gets knocked out, you do get the discard. It's a good thing it's useless in every other way. Okay. don't do anything. Arsoring. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck, and then class like useless. Skitty and Delcati. Search your deck for one energy, put it into your hand. Okay. You're a very happy Skitty, you're a very carefree Skitty, but you usually don't have good cards, unfortunately. Or if you do, they don't see play. So we got Delcati here, looking at itself in the mirror, it seems. Moon Impact, and attraction to switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. It's too bad, it's not good. It's a shame the Delcati from Celestial Storm didn't see play. It was a good card. Oh, fuck! Fuck! They printed a Salamence card and I didn't even know? Oh my god, there's a VMAX Tomb. How did I not know this? There was a Salamence VMAX? I guess they're trying to get me to get the Sword and Shield games. Yeah, still not gonna do that, but... Salamence V, motherfucker! Alright, cross my fingers. Colorless Pokemon, just like the old days. I'm not even gonna complain about that, but it is kind of shit how they removed the dragons from the game, that dragon type. Anyway. I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed, and I think I am. Okay, so you do Cross in Flight. This attack does 30 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon. Wait, 30 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So, fuck. That's not good. It's a high spreading attack, but it needs 3 damn energies. There's easy ways to block this sort of spread. And I just wish it did something else. Damn it. And then Heavy Storm, the Yu-Gi-Oh card. It just 160 for 4. It's not great. It works with any energy, so whatever. But we still have one hope. We still got one fucking hope. VMAX. Please be good. Please. Twin Sonic Eve. Is this how you say it? Whatever. This attack does 40 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. So it's like an 80 total for 1. Okay, good. And then Max Wing. 240 for 3, and this Pokemon can't use Max Swing during your next turn. Okay, it costs 4, no, not 3, like it says here on Sarah B. Fuck. So, you know what? It's not as good as it should have been. It's not as good as it could have been, but it's definitely more usable than Salamence GX, for fuck's sake, even though they modeled after that. They modeled after that card after Salamence EX from the EX era. But it's workable. It is at least workable. So, man, you know what? I might just actually fucking buy booster boxes of this set and not give a shit. They better not fucking remove this guy from the set and just make a collection box because they know what the fuck they're doing. They know what the fuck they're doing. But... yeah, Salamence, if you guys don't know, I mentioned this a bunch of times in my channel. It is my favorite Pokemon by a mile. I just fucking love this guy. And I just been begging for them to make a good card so I can actually use my favorite Pokemon for once. So, hopefully this dude is good enough. And we'll see if I buy Pokemon booster boxes because I have ordered some other shit. Like, I'm going to show you guys some other openings. You'll see what's going to be up. Anyway. Not much to say. I mean, the damage isn't the greatest. It can get some KOs, but at the same time, you can't use this attack next turn. It does cost a little bit. HP is good, but there's other stronger dudes than you. I wish I had like at least one retreat, but yeah. Both of them have the lightning weakness, which is a bit annoying to be honest, because lightning is kind of relevant, but what the fuck were they going to do? I guess it could have been worse if it was colorless weak. And at least it works with any energy. Ah, fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna be happy and take this. It's better than nothing, at least. Could have been worse. Okay, very, very pleased. They really surprised me. I didn't know we had a Salamence card here. Anyway, so moving on, I need to move my ass. Sky Circus, if you play Bird Keeper, ignore all energy in this Pokemon's attack. And then Sharp Eye, search your deck for 2 cards, put it into your hand. Staravia, nothing. Cool art though. Staraptor looks super cool as well. You got Hurricane Mixer. You remove as many energies from touch your Pokemon to either of your Pokemon as you like. Brave Bird 170. You do 30. Kind of underwhelming, but at least you got 150 HP with free retreat. Now this is how they need to design these Pokemon. So this guy's a good stage 2. I mean, it sucks you're going to hurt yourself, but at least it's better than some other shit ones. Yeah. You got the Ducklet and Swanna. Don't do shit. Swanna, Sky Circus, if you played Bird Keeper, ignore all energy. And Feather Slash, you can do 140 for 3. Okay. You got these Bidoof family dudes. Doesn't do jack. And then Green Dent. I mean, Bidoof is a beaver. This guy's actually like a squirrel, but they're kind of in the same family, you could say, of rodents. Anyway, so scrape off before doing damage. Discard Pokemon tool, and then put this Pokemon to your hand with hit and run. Okay, this could be some shit, this hit and run attack, but yeah, you do hit and run, goes back in hand, you promote a wall, and then you get him down. It could be something. It actually does high damage too, and you just need to slap a twin energy on this guy. So this could be dangerous. This could be a dangerous strategy. Okay, and then finally the trainers, because I need to finish this review before I die of breath, losing my breath. Anyway, Chirin, Horn, both active Pokemon are now confused. Turbo Patch. Flip a coin if heads, attach a basic energy from discard pile to one of your Pokemon, except Pokemon GX. Seems a bit too busted on a coin flip, but could have been worse, I guess. Damn, it just said you can't do except GX, but you can still do V. I don't think that's good. Fuck them. Here's the shitty rare fossil. It actually looks pretty ugly, featuring those dudes from Sword and Shield. As if it were a basic 70 HP colorless Pokemon. It's the typical rules for fossil, okay? Powerful Mantle. This reminds me of Aladdin. Anyway, if this Pokemon, this card is attached as a basic Pokemon, has 50 HP. It can't be GX, but it can't be V. Come on, man! Okay, so it's like they're not even shy about wanting us to quit using GXs and just playing the new shit again. I'm losing a lot of respect for Pokemon. It's like they don't care. They just keep printing cards and expect us to buy them for the fuck of it. Yeah. You should have done this for just regular Pokemon, not Pokemon V or Pokemon GX. Fuck. Smoke Stick. Some Snoop Dogg shit. Anyway, when the Pokemon this card is attached is knocked out by an opponent's attack, the prize your opponent takes for knocking out the Pokemon goes to the discard pile rather than their hand. This could be a useful tool. They don't get that free card advantage, but I mean, of course they still get the prize. I don't know exactly how worth it this is going to be to use, but it's a tool, one that we haven't seen before, I think. So new card, I guess, for once. So for every an actual new card that they print, That's actually a fresh idea. They give us a billion bullshit. Okay, there's the bird keeper. Kind of looks like a sucker, but anyway. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon if you do draw 3 cards. Switch your, it's actually a great card. So it's a switch that lets you draw 3. Not bad. So if you want to switch, it's basically like a better Tate and Liza. Because you always do this, and then you draw 3 too. It doesn't completely outclass Tate and Liza, but if you're gonna switch, it's fucking good. Good card. I see it seeing some play in decks. I don't think I am gonna use it because I like my regular item switch, but another good fresh concept of a card. We haven't seen anything like this before. And you got the Pierres. This is... I actually don't know who the fuck this is. Might be one of the leaders from Sword and Shield. So search your deck for 1 darkness Pokemon and energy, reveal them and put them into your hand. So it's like a weaker version of I forgot her freaking name, but the fighting gym leader from X and Y. That she's on skates. Her. Yeah, I'm just too fucked up to think straight right now, but you get the darkness Pokemon. It can be any darkness Pokemon, but instead of an item, you get an energy. So this is a bit weaker, in my opinion, but you still get some shit. And then Rose, this loser right here, that was supposed to be anyway. Attach up to 2 basic energy from your disc. Wait, what? Attach up to 2 basic energy from your discard to one of your Pokemon vmax. Then discard your hand. Okay, I thought it was gonna say discard this card. Okay, powerful. This is pretty powerful. You gotta discard your hand, so you gotta be careful how you play this, but instantly power up busted Pokemon. It's pretty busted. Fuck. The game is getting much faster with the set. It's getting much faster. And they're making the regular Pokemon weaker as we go on. It's insane. Okay, so this is the Spike Marth. It's a stadium. Whenever a Pokemon returns to the bench during that player's turn, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Simple shit. Rose Tower. Once during each player's turn, that player may draw cards until they have 3 cards in hand. So this is like an Uranguru stadium. You know what I've been wanting? I've been wanting for them to reprint like an effect, even if it's not as strong as the Tropical Beach, but just something similar. I think that would have been really cool for guys that can't have access to Tropical Beach like me. It's been a long time since Black and White now anyway, so I don't think it should have been a problem. But instead we get this. This could be useful, but I never want to give my opponent the opportunity to draw cards like this. Like, especially if you're going to use N in your decks and expand it, which is basically paramount. You don't want to use this. So, I'm sure it's useful. I'm sure people will play it, but not me. Then we got the Hide Darkness Energy. Doesn't really look pretty. The Darkness Pokemon this card is attached to has no retreat cost. Way to go, the Pokemon Company. You gave Eternatus and Crobat all the shit, and now you're giving them free retreat too. Good job. So they have everything. And then Powerful Colorless Energy. I don't like the sound of this. The attacks of the colorless Pokemon this card is attached to do 20 more damage. Okay, so this is like the strong energy for colorless Pokemon. That's kind of cool. But it makes me wonder how I'm going to use colorless Pokemon like Salamence now. Anyway, we'll see. And this is the damn set. Much, much, much more impressive than Explosive Walker that I reviewed yesterday. This one, it annoys me in many ways. It has a lot of still filler, bad cards, a lot of stage 2s with wasted potential, a lot of regular Pokemon with wasted potential, but it has a lot of good Pokemon, a lot of great VMAX Pokemon. The darkness shit is going to be busted. They gave me Salamence, which I'm happy. There's some very good trainers too, some busted trainers here. We get 2 new special energies that are going to be relevant. Full Art Stroke, really good. We got Rhyperior too. I'm quite happy. Let's look at the Salamence. I hope they show me. Of course you fucking won't. They know how to get to us anyway. Once you see your favorite Pokemon, you get hyped. There's the call song. You use this for Rhyperior. Okay, so this is gonna be a busted set. Just because of Crobat alone, this set is gonna be must-have for serious players. Straight up, I mean, it is pretty hot. Like, I haven't even done pre-orders. I haven't bought Pokemon booster boxes in quite a while. And the one time I was probably gonna buy them, they put Crobat in with Shaman's Effect, so I don't know. The thing is, I'm underprepared when it comes to saving up tokens online to buy packs for this set. So maybe just buying codes for once was necessary to try and show you guys the new decks when they come out. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what I do. But definitely a very, very strong set. It's going to be bundled up with Explosive Walker, my guess is, and maybe some other shit. For the Dark Ablaze, I think it's called, our English set that's coming in August. And things are going to be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. So I think it's about time I wrap this video up. So hope you guys enjoyed this set review. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this video with your friends. You guys let me know what do you guys think of this set. What are your favorite cards? I mean, obviously for me it's Salamence. I really like Rhyperior. This Tapu Koko is pretty cool. We got some nice stage 2s as well. And there's a lot of strong Vs. I think pretty much a lot of the Vs have potential here. Houndoom is decent. Dreadnought is decent. And when I say decent, I mean, okay, Houndoom might be just decent. Dreadnought is good. Cursula is good. Rhyperior could be very good. Crobat is busted. Eternatus is busted. Scissor has the potential to be really busted with the metal stuff. Salamence it's solid. I really like it, but it could have been a hell of a better. And yeah, good shit all around. So thank you guys for watching. Cerebral 4, and we'll say